starring Gobby and Jerry, two guys making a podcast about board games. So original, not entry-level knowledge, expert-level nonsense, discussing anything and everything, and sometimes board games. Sometimes Enrique shows up, sometimes Enrique shows up,
And levels, adjusting levels, levels, go.
Ah, hey, good mic check. This is fancy.
No, we got new mics. We're in a comfy home.
Are these new mics?
Well, no, we don't have. I meant new headsets.
Oh, these are new headsets.
Yeah.
I like Snare in my. What is Snare? And why did he keep yelling that he needed it in his headset? I'm talking about Eminem. This is Jerry, by the way.
Why did he need
What is
snare?
Snare? You know, do you know what I'm talking about?
Snare is a snare drum.
Okay, so Eminem. Hang on a
It's
second.
high pitched. It's the high pitched drum. It's like the.
Okay, so all
Over here where I can see your face.
all white people who are of a certain age remember that in the music video that
There we go.
Eminem, the plain white rapper, had a phrase, "Where's my snare? I have no snare in my headphones." That was from the song Cleaning Out My Closet. The line was left in the final track because the engineer had accidentally muted the snare drum. You were right.
Thank you.
In Eminem's headphones.
Let me clip that particular line.
Well, there's another one here because there's more things you've been right about that has caused me to
Question your existence?
no, has caused me to go on quite a tear.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, this authentic moment of urgency was kept in the final mix.
Oh.
Anyways, one other thing that you have been right about. I forgot. It was something that you said to me. Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Go on.
It's not Willem. It is Willem.
Right.
It's not William.
That was established many podcasts ago.
And so that fun fact went into my brain.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that.
What?
Fun fact.
Oh, God.
I have a rant.
Wait a minute. Can I do my thing first?
Finish your quote unquote fun fact.
No. You're not going to listen to a word I said. Go ahead with your thing. I know when I've been beaten.
We've established this before.
We'll come back to Willem.
But this has been said before.
Yes. And it bears repeating.
Fun fact.
These bears are always repetitive.
We do not need to establish or set expectations of a fact soon to follow. Because oftentimes the fact is quite pedantic.
Are you doing like slam poetry right now? What are you doing? I don't know where you're going with this.
The other day, we were sitting around with some friends and listening to a group that I'm going to see their concert tomorrow, 21 Pilots, my fifth concert of theirs. They're officially my number one favorite band of all time, apparently.
I cannot name one of their songs, but I will here in a moment.
Sade, the number one fan of theirs, she's the one that got me listening to them. She says, fun fact, and proceeds to say one of the songs on this new album was actually an old song that they just had for a long time that they've basically had in their back pocket for many, many years and albums, and they finally put it on this new album. I said, that was not fun. And generally, when everyone says, fun fact, I've had no fun after they've stated it.
Yeah.
Nobody has fun. Now, you could say fact, or you could just say, did you know, which I often do on this podcast, and then I proceed to state possibly interesting facts. But nobody says, interesting fact. They make it fun. Fun to me, I did not have fun listening to you. And it's not a fun fact. It was just a fact. I don't like the setting of expectations. Like when they say fun fact, my excitement grows.
Oh.
And then they state it, and I'm let down every time.
So you actually you take the cliche to be something factual. Like this is meaningful.
Now, yeah.
I have never agreed with you more because it does irritate me when things are said and people don't understand what they mean or they don't mean what they say.
Stating fun fact is equivalent to we like to have fun here.
Correct. Those are people that don't like to have fun.
If you hear that phrase when you walk into the office, run the other way.
Or we're all family here. No, you're not.
Family, no.
You are not my family.
Prepare to get fired.
Where's my 21?
This ain't Olive Garden.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. So, yes, I agree with. So, I think we should set the tone by making declarative statements regarding any facts that we're about to state and make sure that we temper expectations, such as, this is a mildly fascinating point.
Possibly of note.
This could be mildly amusing.
Adjective heavy.
That's the name of our new podcast, Adjective Heavy. Massive asterisk there. Yes, Adjective Heavy. I like that a lot. And when I say I like it, a lot.
Yeah, because they could be saying that sometimes, not oftentimes, many times. I don't know
Nearly
I don't know which adjective to use in this case.
Enrique just walked by the window.
Enrique's here, but he's helping his father do something.
What is he doing?
They're doing carpet cleaning care stuff. Sometimes the term fun fact is said, and then they'll proceed to tell me something morbid. Fun fact, did you know Ozzy Osbourne died a few months ago? That's not fun. That's a sad fact.
No. And bats everywhere.
Now, it would have been fun.
Sighed with relief.
Yeah, if there was bats and he was on a train. Now, that was a fun way to die,
And that
Ozzy.
train was slightly crazy.
Right.
Yeah. I was trying to find an adjective or a synonym for crazy. Wait a minute. I'm going to admit something that's going to pain me a little bit here. I get synonym and anonym and all them other M's mixed up, except Eminem.
Mom's spaghetti.
I do. A synonym is something.
Synonym is a similar.
Okay, so
similar. Sorry, I hate people that say similar.
I say similar because I have a speech impediment, and I can't say similar.
Similar.
I have to practice it.
Antonym is like antithesis.
Okay, gotcha.
Anti.
So it's opposite almost.
Correct.
So it would not be a crazy chain. It would be a well-adjusted train.
A well-adjusted boat.
Oh, so not just. So I see like what you did there. So it's not just so. So you're saying that an antonym would not even necessarily be the opposite of the adjective. It would also be of the. Is it the noun? I am horrible at English.
Me too.
But
I don't know how opposite you need to go.
All right. Well, here's what happened. I'll go back to Willem Dafoe, which you gave me that fun fact, and it was fun.
Phonetically
fun.
Grammatically fun, maybe. Perhaps.
No, it was fun because I utilized this to great extent to explain to my wife that it's Willem.
To who?
My wife.
Okay.
That it's Willem.
She did not know.
I don't know if she did, but here's the thing. She did not indicate whether she knew it or not. She did not admit defeat.
Defoe and defeat?
I know. Which then caused me, because first off, some background.
Willem defeat.
Willem defeat. My wife is like the smartest woman I know.
If Willem went against Defoe, Willem would experience defeat.
Yes. Will I am.
Got you.
And so, Jack, my son's here. Jack, would you agree that your mother is the smartest woman you know?
I would say that is 50% true, 50% false.
Okay. Well, Jack is useless.
Shots fired.
In for this. You can't be 50% true, 50% false. You need to listen. The reason
If his training is any indication, then I gotta say.
My goodness. You're not even.
Oh my godness.
Oh my godness. Oh my godness. Another one. So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
This then, because my wife is so well thought out in terms of verbiage, she has an excellent vocabulary. And she's one of these people that this conversation we just had, she would devastate us. She would lay down the law about everything
we just said wrong, probably.
Everything. I armed myself with knowledge about a word that I was utilizing incorrectly at one point in time. And your Willem Dafoe thing just for some reason brought it back. I'm thinking, what are other fun facts that I could utilize? But then I thought, no, don't use a fun fact. use a fact just to burn it all down. Just make sure that you establish, no, I am what I am.
Will.
So I purposely laid the foundation for a conversation where I used the word inflammable.
Okay.
What is inflammable?
It cannot be set aflame.
You're wrong.
Interesting.
You are terribly wrong. As is myself, because I used to use the word inflammable, meaning something that could be not set aflame. It means the exact opposite. For instance...
It means flammable?
Yes. Inflammable means something is very much flammable. And that...
Make sure, if you inflame rage...
Correct.
It's getting worse.
And the reason, if you do the research behind it, which there is copious amounts of English scholars that say inflammable should be removed from the English language, which I am going to stand on business and say no, because I have used this word to establish some superiority. By utilizing this word in such a way that my wife goes, you mean flammable? Or what do you mean? And I go, something's inflammable. You mean what?
I guess that would be unflammable?
So as she's, there's flame retardant.
How dare you?
Which is anybody who doesn't understand the word inflammable. Anyways, she goes, that does not mean that it's flammable. And I go, want to bet?
Oh.
And then the history of this word. Essentially, we changed it from inflammable to flammable because Americans are stupid. So it became what it is today. So, and a good example of this, Gabi, you suffer from swelling, right?
I do.
What is that called?
Hold.
Inflammation.
Oh, yeah.
You're not against inflammation, are you? You're not unflammated.
I'm not anti-flam,
but you're inflammation. You are inflamed, inflammatory
with passion.
So see the same context, the IN.
I'm with you.
There you go.
With you.
There's many other examples of this. Indestructible does not mean that something can be.
This is indestructible means
it can't be destructed.
No, if it's destructible.
It can be destroyed.
It can be destroyed.
But
if
indestructible
means...
So you see the confusion.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, okay. So you see how easily the English language goes, ha-ha.
So indestructible does mean what I think it means.
Exactly. But you see where it just messes you up.
Inconceivable.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on. We got to get Enrique set up.
The next 30 minutes.
Well, for a while.
What do you mean a while?
Like maybe 5 minutes.
Doing what?
5 minutes.
Where are you going to go from here?
I'm going to go take like a nap, man.
It's pickleball time.
He's going to take a nap.
Are you not going to play pickleball?
I will play pickleball, but I need to...
Well, then go nap. We need you for pickleball. Tag in your sister.
Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
You're tired from all that fish I fed you.
It's all that steak and fish and craziness from last night.
Listen, catfish is the lobster of the South. Me and Enrique's sister, and my family, all my friends except Gabi, for some reason you weren't there. You never ate at Captain John's. It's like if Long John Silver's got fancy.
Okay, well, there's a Captain D's and a Long John Silver's.
Not D's. It was Captain John. It was not D's. It was Captain John.
Captain John.
It was good in McAllister, Oklahoma.
Maybe Long John got a rank up.
I don't know.
And now he's captain.
He was just
Before he was just Long.
He was a bosun.
Now he's captain.
He was a bosun.
He is a cabin boy.
No.
Cabin boy John.
No. That's completely a boatswain. It was like
you go there and
or a purser. I'm familiar with all 1800.
I understand you're like expounding your
master and commander,
your mariner knowledge.
But anyways, Enrique, go take your nap. You are looking very tired.
We miss you, Enrique.
We have pickleball in an hour.
Enrique
calm yourself.
Enrique says he loves y'all.
And
he was speaking to our audience.
So that's the last, yeah.
Okay, so amongst this, as I was looking up actual fun facts, because I was thinking of,
Are they fun?
are they fun? But then I was thinking, yeah, they're like, oh, fun fact, 160,000 people died in Hiroshima.
That's horrific. Jack, do you know any fun facts? You don't.
Wait.
He doesn't know any.
Is it Hiroshima or Hiroshima?
But so that's kind of like Hyundai and Hyundai. No, wait, I said that wrong. It's like Hyundai and what's the other word for it?
I always called it Hyundai.
Okay, there's like it's not Nissan, it's Nissan or something like that.
Okay. Then I want to say Hiroshima because that's how I've always pronounced it.
Well, yeah,
but that's maybe wrong.
Go ahead.
That may be very
I
American.
will look that up.
Anyway, so my point was, like somebody might say, oh, fun fact, 160,000 people died in Hiroshima or whatever it is.
That's in Japan, Jack.
Something to that effect. Of an atomic bomb explosion and the after effects. But did you know Hiroshima is the leading producer of lemons in Japan? So they took lemons. They should have been the leading producer of lemonade because they could have taken the lemons from that attack and made lemonade. I wonder if they're also a leading producer in lemonade. If you produce lemons to great effect, it seems reasonable you would also be a large lemonade producer.
Okay, you would think so, but not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
California has all the almonds. Do they produce all the almond milk?
Well, here's another thing. Chernobyl. Ain't nobody eating nothing out of Chernobyl is the thing. I find it good for Hiroshima that they are a leading producer now in lemons, in anything, quite frankly, other than mutants. Is that terrible to say? Because that's what you expect with nuclear fallout, right? Mutants, mutation, radiation, no breathing.
No breathing means
You do not want to breathe in radiation. That is for certain.
Okay, no.
Get to what you're trying to get to on your phone.
No, I'm looking up everything you're saying.
Okay.
Continue on. But your no breathing Hiroshima thing has got me. So is this where you're going? Because
well, no, I was just yeah, it's not fun that all these people died, but it is interesting. They're the leading lemon producer.
Hiroshima for the English version, but for the more authentic Japanese, it's Hiroshima.
Okay, so if you say Hiroshima, you're trying to be more like correct, but for us Americans, we say Hiroshima.
Like if I say Warsaw, I'm talking about Warsaw, Poland.
Right.
If I say Warszawa,
right,
that's how it's pronounced in Polish.
From Deutschland.
No, that's not Deutschland. That's German. You're making a fool of yourself.
What's Deutschland?
I literally just said it's in German. Deutschland is Germany.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's not Poland. Not anymore.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. So first off, 1945.
I was thinking Warsaw was German.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Where'd you at? Warszawa.
You knew about the ghetto, right?
Oh, yeah, that's where Elvis was.
Okay, listen. No.
Oh.
You have a fact? Tell me off air.
Jack has a fact. He's telling it to his father off air.
You say what? Say that.
It's that the land Turkey isn't actually Turkey. It's pronounced Turkey.
Turkey? Are you sure? We've been calling it turkey.
Do you say beef jerky?
Yes, he does, actually. But that's you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Now they've changed it to turkey yay, like Kanye.
No, they haven't.
They have.
Oh, yeah, they did. I'm sorry. I gave you that fact. I went on about that.
I don't know. Whenever, perhaps.
Turkey yay, turkey eye.
Do we have any board game topics to discuss? We probably do not.
I do have a lot.
Other than things we want to play.
No, I have. That is a topic.
Well, you said you had some. I'm throwing it to you.
Oh, I didn't know you were looking at your phone. I didn't know if you were like going for further facts.
No, that's all I've got.
So just for your own knowledge of what I have ordered here lately, because Game Nerds had to sell. And Game Nerds has quickly become one of my go-to places.
You know they're out of Plano. Like, I could drive to Plano and pick them up.
Yeah, but having that delivered to your home. Let me look here. They are from Plano. They're the same guys that were able to get me my Eclipse 2nd edition at a reasonable price. They're not sponsored by us. We just need to start advertising for people in hopes that maybe they'll...
They used to sponsor Dice Tower, but then Dice Tower went to Board Game Bliss.
I thought that was cool stuff.
No, that was previous, but that was before Game Nerds.
Really?
Dice Tower just jumps around from whoever pays the most.
As
Just
you
kidding.
should.
Just kidding. I don't know what the reasons are for them switching from cool stuff to Game Nerds to Board Game Bliss. But if you're sponsored by somebody, what does that mean, really?
They give you money.
So then it probably is the money. So maybe Board Game Bliss gave Dice Tower a slightly better offer.
Well, can you only be sponsored by one? Like, why can't you just... But they always kind of lock it down where they've got...
I mean, when you watch other like big podcasts, they have like 1,000 different sponsors of different type companies, though. Like, I'm sponsored by Michelob Ultra. And now our sponsor from Nike Shoes.
Yeah, so but they don't do that. They only do
They
one
usually
at a
only
time.
pick one board game online company.
That is kind of weird, don't you think that is kind of weird?
That'd be a question for Delizio to answer.
Speaking of Delizio, I played a game with him a while back called Eulogies, which is what I purchased from Game Nerds.
Oh, wow. You want to fight?
Anyways, Eulogies is a negotiation game. That's like you've played it, you've enjoyed it, we've all enjoyed it, but it plays a lot of people.
It's a wild time. It does play. I think it plays up to 7.
I think so. So I've really enjoyed that. So that was one. I also 2 oldies. One I've never gotten to play that I was very interested in that I had thought I had played. Vegas Showdown. It appears to be very much, I think Renegade did a reprint of it. It appears to be very much kind of like a what you call it? What's the other Vegas game that we like?
Lords of?
That looks very Lords of. Got that. Years back, I got rid of Medici, which was the bidding game. I regretted getting rid of that instantly. It was one of those things where I had other bidding games. Apparently, there's been a reprint of it. And it plays like 6 people. And I'm like, I'm playing with bigger groups. And I remember playing this with entry-level people, and they really liked it. So I got again on sale, the reprint of Medici. And also from All Play, Money. Money was a game that I played with Enrique. A small box game. It was at the retreat. Very simple currency type set collection game where you're kind of like pseudo bidding with stuff in your hand, but what's in your hand also scores. You'll really like it. It's very simple. It's the same All Play, good artwork, small box, a minute to teach, and then you're going.
That's what I like.
So, anyways. I got all that coming because I have been playing more and more. I've been playing a lot more, not entry level stuff, but party game type stuff and stuff with bigger crowds and bigger, more people.
Yeah,
and it's been a thing to where I'm like, I need to adjust my collection a little bit.
I bought another game of Ito because the issue is with me and Jerry. Oftentimes, Jerry will borrow a game, or I borrow a game from Jerry. Because Jerry has, he lives an hour away. He'll may play some games with some friends where he's at. And then that same weekend, I'm also going to play some games. And so there's been...
Who are you playing with?
I play games with friends.
Who are you playing with?
I bought Ito. And I'm only going to do this with small, cheap...
Who are you playing with? Who are you cheating on me with?
And Trio. Because
yes.
those go back and forth a lot.
Excellent.
And anytime I'm looking for Trio, you've got it.
Yeah. Well, who are you playing with?
I play games.
Who with?
I play games.
You're not playing.
I have them, and you don't know any of them.
Who?
Let's see. Brian from Carthage.
Brian.
Ivan from Center.
You're making names up.
No, I'm not. They're friends of Sharday.
Sharday's goofy friends.
How dare you?
So
they're my friends too.
Get your Monopoly out. They don't going to be able to play these.
We played Ito. And then you borrowed it.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I needed it again because Gina's family's coming down.
Oh, they're not going to play.
This is the family that introduced me to Catan.
Oh,
the very one.
And they're still playing Catan.
Well, yes, that's true. That's why I needed
Lance has never moved past Catan.
He's moved on to pickleball, and that's all he
doesn't.
He literally only thinks about pickleball.
Well, that's his sport.
Why the name it pickleball?
Huh?
Why pickle?
I looked that up once and told you on the podcast.
I'm sure you did.
And I cannot remember exactly why. But now that you bring that up.
They should have named it like ping pong wiffle ball or something.
I'll look it up because it's in
Piffle ball.
Piffle ball?
That's what they should have called it. Because you're playing with a wiffle ball and a large ping pong paddle.
Why pickleball? It was named after a dog named Pickles.
Well, there you go. Nothing more needs
But there's also another origin story that says it was named after the pickle boat in rowing, which uses leftover or mismatched oarsmen. The dog story is, of course, popular, but the Pitchards, who is one of the inventors of the game, clarified that the dog was named after the game and not before it. The pickle boat name was fitting because the game was created by combining elements of other sports. So there you go. So yeah, Joan Pritchard.
So it's like a sport of portmanteaus. Two different things merged into one.
Portmanteaus.
But there's no game named Pickle anything. Like they should have just... they should have named it Piffle Ball.
Well, first off, and again,
I think I'm going to start they'll call those things you sign and have everybody sign.
Mm-hmm.
Petition. I'm going to start a petition to have pickleball changed universally to piffle ball.
Hot take. Football should be football, which is soccer. Hand egg ball is football. That's what it is. It's not a ball, it's an egg, and we use our hands. We're not kicking it. We co-opted the term football. It should be soccer. I don't even know where. I'm going to look that up while I'm talking to you about it. I don't know where we got the term soccer.
So you're saying...
it bothers me that I say soccer because deep down I go...
the world says football?
The world says football, and I go, I don't know why I have to do this.
You feel very American
yes,
saying soccer?
It's like, we call it something else. And it's like, no, it's football.
It is weird that the world called it football and America created a different game, hand egg ball, whatever you said.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
The word soccer is a shortening of association football, a term coined in 19th century England to distinguish it from other forms of so-called football, most notably rugby football.
There's another one. That makes sense.
So, yeah. So, anyway, so they
also played with an egg-shaped ball. Not an oblong.
Yeah.
An oblong. No, wait. Is that right? Oblong?
Oblong?
What shape is oblong? Yeah, that's right.
But it's more egg-shaped.
But an egg is round on the bottom.
Well, the Earth is not round. The Earth is an oblate spheroid. Oblong.
When I think of egg... It's like fat on the bottom and kind of comes to a pointy top.
And those are the ones that make the world go round. Oblong. So says Queen.
I'm unfamiliar.
It's about the fat...
Elizabeth?
Queen.
Elizabeth?
The Queen.
That is Elizabeth II.
No, I'm talking about the 1980s band.
You're talking about like
Freddie
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. He had some sayings about certain...
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. But that's fine.
But there is somebody who's listening to this podcast who is dying laughing. A object or flat figure in a elongated rectangle or oval shape. Yes, it's just a little. Yeah, so so an egg. Technically, I don't think. Yeah, I think an egg might be considered oblong. But my point being, we should rename football to something else. American football. I don't know what we're going to call it.
Put an adjective in front of it. That's what we do with facts.
We could call it. Well, we could keep football, but call it adjective something football.
American. That makes sense.
American football.
Yes.
American.
American football.
America.
We don't need that A. Drop that first A.
America ball.
Just like they did with the Facebook.
America ball.
Drop the.
That's now meta. It's been meta. I don't know why we call it Facebook. It's just like X.
Nobody calls it meta. Nobody will ever call it meta.
And nobody will ever call it X half the time. We can't make things happen.
No.
Once you get it into your head, you're done. But it's meta.
So I was thinking of this on the way up here. I was very excited.
Oh,
And
very.
Today is a beautiful day here in Northeast Texas, Southeast Oklahoma, for those that don't know.
Dox us.
We're recording on Sunday, the 19th of October, 20 in the year of our Lord, 2025. It is like 72 degrees. There's not a cloud in the sky. It is absolutely beautiful. I feel good. I felt good this morning. It's a good day. And I was like, this is a good day. I literally am thinking that to myself. But then I got to thinking, I don't like to say that out loud.
Do you think it jinxed you?
I know that's stupid. I know it's wrong. I don't like uttering, today's a good day. Do you have similar thoughts? Or is that just utterly ridiculous?
Oh, yeah, it is utterly ridiculous. But here's the thing, though. In the professions that I have worked in, there are many superstitions, such as the full moon, things of that nature. One of the things in any emergency first responder organization.
Can I take a guess real quick?
Yes.
It's a slow night.
It's not close.
Okay.
Quiet.
Things are quiet.
Well, it's quiet around something of that nature.
Right.
But typically it's quiet. And that's like a thing. Like you just you never make the observation that, man, it's been quiet. People will hate you. Because it's always something.
Then chaos ensues.
And the people get very superstitious about it. And you laugh at that until you do that. Until you witness just the thing that happens. And statistically, it's probably going to happen. Like you're going to say a thing. It's like, oh, I went to work with these socks on and this is what happens. It always happens when I wear these socks. That's how superstition happens. So I think it's just the opposite in terms of your day, in terms of what you're thinking and saying to yourself, because there's actually have been some studies that have come out, and it's interesting that you brought this up, that talk about how when people first wake up, if you think negatively within that first time period, if you're not actively, like not just talking to yourself, but thinking positive, that affects you in a very profound way. For instance, waking up and thinking, man, I'm stressed. I got to get to work. I'm tired. Oh, I don't want to do it. That literally ruins the day. Like you set yourself up to perceive the day under that guise. And part of that cognitive behavioral therapy was just taking people and not changing anything and saying, listen, when you first wake up, you're going to read this script. And it's like the Stuart Smiley SNL. I'm good enough and I'm smart enough. And doggone it, my boss is not that bad. And they and then afterwards, later on, when they redid it with these people, and like, so how did these days go? They're like, they reported that things got better, but nothing got better. It was their perception of it.
Right.
And so I think that saying it, man, this is a good day. That doesn't bother me at all. I feel it. I know it. I wake up and try to do that. I don't wake up going, oh my God, I want to do this.
And I think it's probably an aspect of having negative thinking, obviously, that I'm afraid to say today's a good day in fear of something bad happening and it just wrecking my day. But the manifesting, I know that's a ridiculous, I don't know about ridiculous, but
it is ridiculous.
You hear about manifesting. So you're saying these
Except
things.
The destiny part.
So that they
that's a legal thing that sometimes this got to happen. We need this road here, Farmer John. We're about to manifest some destiny on you.
So other than that, but I watched, because, YouTube is, everything these days. I watched a YouTube guy. I know, of course, he's a doctor of some sort. Don't ask me to quote his PhD.
He's a chiropractor.
Yeah, probably. But he's like, look, it was interesting to me. It's not a fun fact because it's by no means a fact.
I might find it fun, but go ahead.
But he said, when you wake up, brush your teeth with whichever hand is not your dominant hand.
Right.
Look yourself.
Your submissive hand.
Look yourself. The other hand's got chains all over it. Look yourself in the eye. And he may have even said, like, look in your left eye or something. I don't know. But I think it's just like, look in the mirror.
She's the one that died.
R.I.P.
She chased rainbows.
She said she was having a good day right before that. He said, look yourself in the eye and literally say something like, today, like that.
Yeah.
Today's going to be a good day. He said, like, do it like 20 times or something.
Mm-hmm.
This is my thing with YouTube. all the comments underneath are like, this works. I did it. It works. This is good.
Those are bots.
It probably is, because if you look up anything carnivore diet related, it heals cancer.
It does.
It
If you're a
heals
bot.
everything. But I did that, but I only did it like 1 or 2 days. But but I do know about the whole.
Your teeth are looking really white.
I do know about the whole. Your neural pathways.
Yeah.
You can get positive ones going or negative ones going. Negative self-talk, all this
Right,
psychological stuff. Which many others do, but I'm particularly bad on myself, and people are being hard on themselves. Oh, I'm this and that. But so today's a good day for me, and I'm having a good day. Don't ruin it.
Well, the thing is that I think what happens with people is that they think that, and a lot of times the worry about. You're defeating yourself with the worry before you even get to the situation.
Willem defeat.
Right. And so the worry defeat. You're just worried about something and thinking it so. And the idea of manifesting something, sometimes we're our own worst enemies. We make something happen and maybe not make it happen, but it occurs and then we blow it out of proportion. And it becomes that defeat when really... Normally, you just don't. Somebody has a flat on the side of the road, and they have a flat on the side of the road, and they change it and they go about their business. Where somebody else has a flat on the side of the road, and next
their
thing
day is ruined.
Something else happens, and something else happens, and something else happens, and then it cascades into that. And so, yeah, there is a huge. I think that's what I think. So, as somebody who obviously loves to troll. And I love to just, you know how I am.
Oh, yes.
Everybody knows how I am. I have pondered this. I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to fish this out there to everybody because I just saw some interactions on the social medias, on the Facebook. If you say anything negative about anything, even remotely, you get attacked, which is fine. I don't care. My point being is that people often pump up this idea of always be positive, always be positive, always be positive. You like somebody asks a question on a Facebook post or something like that about a game or whatever. What do y'all think about this? And someone says, I really didn't like it. It kind of sucked. It was boring. Someone, don't yuck somebody's yum.
Don't yuck my yum.
Whatever. Well, it's like, no, don't. Okay, whatever. My point being is that I think that I think a lot of people have that good intention of they want everything to seem good. So thus, any little bit of criticism, people lash out at that thinking that that's negative, like it's not constructive. Or anybody offering opinion that isn't 100% all rainbows and unicorns, they then go, what are you... And the reason I bring this up is that I won't name names is because I don't want to start an issue. But there was an individual that we don't well know him, but if I said the name, you'd know him.
Okay, tell me all about it.
And he's in the Facebook group. And happens to be on a different Facebook group. I'm in this random board game related Facebook group, and somebody posts something, and this individual goes, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" And like doesn't make any the whole thing about this. This makes no sense why you're posting this. Basically,
I know. I know of one of those, but go ahead.
And then all of a sudden, everybody just starts piling on him, and he's like, "No, this is."
Let them do that.
What? He's like, "No, this is anyways." And I realized, like, okay, I get the point. Like, I get the point where everybody wants to be rainbows and happy, and that's great if that's what you're doing it for.
There's enough negative in the world.
But the thing is that yes, there is that cliche of there's being enough negative. Yes, there is enough negative. There isn't enough criticism. There isn't enough counsel. There isn't enough inward looking at. Listen,
that's just like letting your kid run wild without discipline.
Correct.
Without boundaries, and you're like, well, no, I want them to be them. No, they need a butt whooping every now and then.
Well, good Lord, Goppy.
That's how I was raised.
We're just talking about Dr. Spock today. I literally told my daughter told my daughter about Dr. Spock, about how he wrote this book and blah blah blah.
He wore blue.
Yeah, and that he was very logical, he put the needs of the few ahead of the needs of the many,
as you should.
And I cried when I first watched that, and devastated me. But strangely enough, I was not a big Spock fan.
I
was a huge Data fan. But when Data died,
and always will be,
I was like,
finish the sentence.
Your friend. And he just dies. I love the but
of radiation.
no breathing. The thing that got me was
and then the
eulogy.
Enterprise then produced lemons.
Yes. The eulogy. You know, you got Scotty playing the bagpipes. First off, that's a baller move. I just want to go out there and say to anybody, I have a friend right now who's in Ireland or Scotland, one of those places, the place that has bagpipes. If you come back with bagpipes and learn how to play bagpipes make everything awesome.
Bagpipes, well, hold.
I know no negative bagpipes.
There are negative bagpipes.
Name one.
Just squishing on the bag and letting all the noises come out doesn't make it good.
But that it's getting ready. It's cooking.
But that's true. I got what you're saying there.
That gets me.
I like that.
That could just if somebody just went like because there's no other instrument where you're like guitars they like tune on them and you hear them on the back, but you don't. But there's no other instrument that goes and you're sitting there thinking this is
it's gonna get lit.
You don't know to get excited. You don't know if you should charge or if you're about to bawl your eyes out because it's Amazing
Basically,
Grace.
all you got to do is listen to the Braveheart soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Just it.
That's it. But
were you done with your?
No, I'm saying that Scotty playing the bagpipes, and then here's Kirk talking about he's human and doing the eulogy. They had to do this quick eulogy and then shoot him out to space. Spock.
Was that in Wrath of Khan or was that in
that's Wrath of Khan?
The third one,
because they shoot him out into space and then they go search for him.
The search for Spock.
So they shoot him out to space to this one planet. And then
Genesis.
That's when that's the planet that they go, we're going to resurrect this planet. There's such a thing there that kind of gets me. It's like, if they just would have shot him out, if they hadn't aimed, if Chekhov hadn't been like, I'm going to aim for this, I'm going to shoot. First off, let me tell you about the physics of this. Let me tell you about
coughing into a planet.
I don't care. Listen, if you take it, there is actually a weapon of war that is just a metal tungsten rod that's like 4 foot long that they would drop from a satellite that will hit the Earth with the power of a nuclear explosion without no radiation. It's called the Tears of God. It's an incredible weapon. It's a concept and may actually exist. The fact that Chekhov...
Nobody knows.
The fact that Chekhov put Spock, and then are like, we need to fire his coffin, his proton torpedo off somewhere, and he thought, this place. Spock hit that planet going
at nuclear force
Mach 5 that it would have caused a tsunami and split continents. And they're just sitting there casually going, fire. And then later they go, I mean, if he hadn't have done that, though, first off, the body would have been gone. I don't want to.
It was decimated.
I don't want to.
It would have just been atomized.
But it's like the Vikings setting a ship on fire. This is Spock going. This is the Enterprise going. Let's blow up this moon. Let's Alderaan this planet with Spock. Live long and prosper. And it just there's an asteroid field there where Spock was. That's a pretty legit. I'm just saying that was that. And then later. You've got me on this Star Trek thing.
Did you finish your original thought?
I can't even remember what it was.
Something about negativity.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we can start talking about Star Trek. Okay, that's a good thing. I hate Star Trek Discovery.
I think most people do.
And there's a lot of stuff about Star Trek that I now hate, and I am very vocal about that.
That's fine.
But if I'm vocal about it,
but Lower Decks is legit.
I haven't watched any Lower Decks, but I will. People get upset and go, oh, I'm also going to watch the Paul Giamatti one, the Academy one, because it's had Paul Giamatti in it.
Farscape is my new Star Trek.
But Paul Giamatti in the new Star Trek.
I don't know what you're talking about, I guess.
There's going to be a new Star Trek. They've already filmed it.
Oh,
the Star Trek
one
Academy.
About Starfleet? Oh, okay,
Paul Giamatti is in it.
Okay.
And he's an alien.
Okay.
Can you wrap your mind around the fact?
Is he a Ferengi?
He is like a Klingon looking dude. I am going to lose.
Paul Giamatti is a Ferengi.
But I'm going to lose my mind no matter what he is. Paul Giamatti could be.
I just want him to drink Merlot.
He could be the little fluffy thing, the quibble, tribble, for all I care. And I would watch that show.
Oh, yeah, Charlie. He's the legit.
Yes. Anyways, I'm very negative about Star Trek. But if you're negative about it, then people freak out on you. because you're negative about something that they like. I don't need anybody to like what I like. You can hate people often hate what I like and like what I hate. I don't care. That's fine. And it doesn't bother me one bit. Now, I do enjoy talking to people who like what I hate and hate what I like because I want to know the reasons why. And that's fine because I find it fascinating.
Very good. I was going to mention, I know. Yeah. From everything I read on social media in regards to negative comments, I think a lot of it's culturally American.
Is it?
Because most people in America are the ones that overreact to negative comments.
Are you saying we're soft? I think we are.
We're soft. Whereas, just like Dan Hughes talking about their waiters and waitresses don't care about whether or not we get a refill, and they're not flirting with us to be just that type of thing. Like, they're just very direct. They don't mind comment. It's just... But here in America, if you say anything negative, you get piled on for being negative.
Right.
I don't think that's universal.
No. Speaking of Dan Hughes, because I love to have a moment to speak about Dan Hughes, I was repeating that comment you just made about waiters and niceties to my daughter regarding how each culture is different in terms of tipping and places like that, and how nice people are. Because in America, you're working, you want a tip. And we were driving through Starbucks because my daughter loves Starbucks for some reason.
Of course, she's 13.
She's about to get Uggs and all that and be basic.
She loves Taylor Swift too, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Although the fans have turned.
We have. I've turned on her, even though I wasn't a fan. But yeah, the whole marrying Travis Kelce thing, there's some problems.
The new album.
The album's awful.
The new album has caused them to turn.
It's pretty bad. But speaking of which, quickly, I bring up about how tipping and all this and people being nice. And I said, now, there are some places in America where you're intentionally rude to people. Like the waiters are like, oh, whatever. And I was like, and she's like, why would you do that? And I said, because it's funny. It's like, how is that funny? I said, well, it's funny when it's happening to everybody and it's going to happen and it's a thing. And so we drive through coffee shops and here's the Starbucks cup and the little barista had wrote like some positive thing on the cup. And Kaya turns to me and goes, wouldn't it be funny if they didn't write good things on these cups? Like if they wrote like something incredibly rude and just demeaning towards you. And she said, that would be hilarious. And she says, but wouldn't that make people sad? And I said, yes. And our coffee shop that we're going to open will be called Depresso. And we proceeded to, in the next 30 minutes, map out the entirety of what our new depressed coffee shop is going to be. Our mascot's going to be a bear because it's going to be a barista.
Oh, gotcha.
It's going to be a sad bear.
We discussed this one.
And the bear is going to be a polar bear because he's going to be a bipolar bear.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's going to be working at the Depresso shop.
It's good.
And it kept, you didn't hear about the bipolar bear.
You may have mentioned that one previously.
That's pretty good. But we went on about this whole thing of just coming into a coffee shop. It's early morning and people just hating on you. Well, do you think that would be something? I think we need stuff like that to change the culture.
Well, if you go back to what we just discussed about waking up and saying, today's going to be a good day. and you go to the coffee shop.
How are you fat? What's going on?
Here's your coffee, fatso.
You want some? We're putting skim milk in yours. We ain't giving you no heavy whipping cream.
Try our 1%, Tubby.
You're skinny enough. You could drink whole. Anyways,
yeah.
Heart wrapped it around.
That's
you like
it.
that?
That's a good place to end.
That's a hard merge. I brought that all around.
That's a good place to end.
That's called a callback. That's why they keep calling me back.
Oh, and you...
did I knock that off?
You knocked it off.
Did it stop recording?
It's still good. It's quite sturdy.
I knocked it.
My Zoom H6 that has propelled us through many a...
Is it still recording?
It's still going.
There's no snare in my headsets.
You hear everything, right?
I'm joking.
Okay. Well, let's end it there.
This is Jerry.
This is Gabi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tolerating this episode of the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.